I really don't freaking like this guy. And yes, I said freaking because if I say the other word, this video will be instantly demonetized. So I gotta control myself, at least for a little bit. I've seen this guy's face everywhere I turn, whether that's IG or Twitter or Grinder. Well, possible, not Grinder, but you know what I mean. Everywhere I turn, this guy is always there. And I had no idea who he was until recently. You might think, well, Oscar, since you're always dropping videos, you have to live online. I try to not do that too much or else I go pretty insane. But I kept seeing this guy and I kept wondering to myself, who? I think let me check the timer. Who the fuck is this guy right here? Turns out right now he is public enemy #1. This guy goes by Pirate Software, over 2 million subscribers. He's a pretty big YouTuber and pretty much every single channel you can think of is hating on him. Well, not hating. I think the word will be criticizing him and calling him out. It goes from PewDiePie to DeActman to Critical. Everyone and their mama is calling this guy out. And I was like, I love getting into a hate train myself. What am I missing, right? Thankfully, the YouTuber DeActman made this video yesterday called "Why Won't He Stop Killing Games?" And I got curious, so I started doing my own research about it, right? I'm like, what's the deal with this guy? Is, Pirate Software retarded? Like, what is genuinely wrong with him? And it turns out that yes, he is indeed the big retard. He's one of those guys that loves to go against the grain and not really have a good reason for it, just because it's a cool thing to do. It's so he could stand out and look different. Now, like I said, prior to this, I had no idea who this guy was, but from the research I've done, and by research is Googling this guy's name for like 5 minutes, I am very confident when I say this guy is a fucking moron. And I don't know if you guys could tell, I don't know if this is your first time watching, but I always use gameplay as my background footage, and I don't know if you guys could tell. And ladies, yes, ladies, I am a gamer. All right, I see you. Calm down, calm down. Yes, sensitive society, also known as Oscar, is a gamer. I've been playing games all of my life. As a matter of fact, the first console that I ever got was a PS1. Yes, I'm that unk. And the first game that I played was Spider-Man 1 PS1. If you know, you know. That's a classic game. So I mean, I've been playing video games my whole life. One could say that I'm a gamer, and this is the moment where us gamers, we rise up. Reddit, we gotta rise up here. And don't forget, Pirate Software is a fucking idiot, and we're gonna get into why in a second. But I cannot do this alone. I need my homie, my amigo, DeActman, to come on here and explain to us how and why Pirate Software is legitimately top 10 stupidest people alive as of right now. A lot to cover. I'm hyped. Let's just get right into it.
Hi there, I'm a soulless corporate CEO, and today I've taken a break from one of my favorite hobbies, devouring the blood of infants. And I'm here to ask a question. Is a gamer not entitled to the contents of this?
All right, just because it's Halo 3, automatic like. Halo 3 is legitimately my favorite game of all time. I just want to say that. This is one of those rare videos where I could be like, gaming? I love gaming. So Halo 3, the greatest game of all time. Don't at me. I'll fight you to death if you disagree.
Disc?
No.
Do you like owning things? Are you proud of
Yes.
the time you spend working for a paycheck to be able to afford basic comforts like entertainment? Well, that's too bad, because I'm here to steal all of that from you. You will own nothing and be happy. Yes, this includes your precious video games. We're gonna keep killing them, and there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it.
Psych!
Soldiers, get set for a combat drop, okay? New major order just came in from command. Our mission is to stop killing games.
You fucked up my face.
This is part of the Stop Killing Games initiative, and just in the last 3 days, this initiative has gained over 100,000 new signatures.
Are we blind? Deploy the garrison!
And its entire goal is game preservation. Now, we have until July 31st to get all of these signatures, and I think we can get it done. Stop Killing Video Games is an initiative as straightforward as those 4 words.
As a refresher, Stop Killing Games is a consumer movement to stop publishers from effectively destroying video games they have already sold to customers.
This movement was started by a channel called Accursed Farms and a creator who goes by Ross. He has been hard at work promoting something that benefits all of us. If you buy games, play them, or even if you do neither, and you only watch someone stream games, this affects you.
Yeah, I don't see how anyone is mad at this. The pirate software guy, that guy is just one giant fucking contrarian. Oh, if people are going this way, I'm gonna go the other way. Why? I just want to be different. I want to stand out. I want to be so different, guys. I want to be so fucking quirky. I don't remember when I said this, but I remember a few months back, I was really crashing out. Well, not crashing out, but I was just like, guys, own your shit. Own your physical media, okay? Buy your games physically. Get the disc. If you love a certain album, go get it, whether that's a CD or vinyl. And I think I showed my my CD collection, my video game collection. I was just like, yeah, guys, please own your media. Do not rent it. And I use Apple Music, right? I stream movies. I only buy movies or shows that I fucking love. For example, I have the whole Naruto collection, the full season in Blu-ray. Why? Because I love it, right? And I love owning it. How many subscription services do you guys pay for? I pay for HBO, I pay for Prime, I pay for YouTube Premium, and I do think YouTube Premium should be free if you're a YouTuber, but I digress. And of course, Apple Music. With all of these services, you do not own anything. You're paying a fixed fee that is constantly rising to rent audio, movies, or video games. That's why I am such a big believer in this, stop killing video games cause. And I'm with Ross, and I fucking hate pirate software. Own your shit, okay? You paid $60, $70, $80 for a game, and if the company's like, okay, we've milked it, we can shut the servers down. Do I get a refund? Do I get my money back? I sure hope so. But people like pirate software, they don't want that, which is weird, right? You would assume like, yeah, you paid $60 for a game, you should be able to play it until, I don't know, the fucking disc blows up or something, or you lose it. Vinyls and CDs, no one could take this away from you. And of course, aging and maintenance and all of that, yeah, I get it. But if I stop paying for Netflix, they're gonna lock me out of it, right? I'm not gonna be able to access the movies. Same thing goes for Game Pass, and same thing goes for all the other streaming services. Own your media. Is it a bit expensive? I mean, not really. CDs are like $5 to $10, okay? It's not that bad. Vinyl, I totally get it. It is more on the pricier side, but I have over 100 CDs and I'm sure over 100 vinyls at this point. It's like, I want to own my shit. And game companies remove games all of the time. This has happened to me an infinite amount of times where I'm like, I want to listen to that song and it's removed. So it's like, okay, well, that's great.
But now is the time for any passionate gamer to throw their full support behind this. He recently posted an hour-long video detailing basically the start and the end of the entire movement. It's a really good watch. I'll have it linked in the description and pinned comment, but I'll let Ross sum up.
The quick legal argument is that the vast majority of games with an online requirement say they can be terminated at any time for any reason. Or Blizzard likes to say any or no reason.
This is so disgusting. So you pay your money, your hard-earned money, all right? Not all of us are multi-billionaires, okay? I remember back when fucking GTA 6 came out. Not GTA 6. GTA 5 came out. And I wanted to get it, but I mean, I was a fucking broke high school student. So what did I do? I sold like 4 or 5 different games so I could get the remastered version for the Xbox One, because I played it, I had it on the 360 already, but I'm like, I want the new graphics. I don't remember when that came out, when that version, definitive version or whatever the fuck it was called, but it came out and I had to sell 4 to 5 games so I could afford 1 copy of GTA on next gen. And I got pretty lucky with GTA, you know what I mean? It's a game that I've put a lot of hours into it. I've got my money's worth, but it's like, what if someone did the same thing but for a different game like The Crew, and that game got shut down and people got fucked? They were like, okay, well, we're just gonna delete this. So it's like, what do you mean I paid $60 for The Crew? At least give me a partial refund, dude. What the fuck? This is disgusting. This is so anti-consumer. And the fact that people like pirate software or software pirating or whatever the fuck his name is, the fact that that guy is so pro this, like, why are you protecting a multi-billion-dollar company? Not only one, but many. It's like, dude, we pay our money, and if you're gonna pull the video games from virtual shelves, at least give us our money back. You know what I mean? That could be the least they could do. But do you think they're going to do that? Of course not. Essentially what they did is, hey, this is out, give us money. We give them money. Okay, we got your money. We're gonna pull it back. Do I get my money back? No, you don't. Okay, but can I play the game? No, you don't play the game either. Did I just get fucking robbed?
That might be a violation of Directive 9313 EEC, which protects consumers against unfair terms in consumer contracts. So if that term is unfair, that means that part of the contract is null and void. And if it's null and void, then what does the law say about how long your purchase lasts? Well, it doesn't. That's the whole mess.
What a horrible, evil man. Can you believe the nerve of this guy wanting to save all of us some money? Has this guy even considered the various multi-billion-dollar corporations?
Think of the corporations, man. Think of Ubisoft. Think of Microsoft. Think of Epic Games. These small indie companies, man. Think about them. Not the average person like you and I. Think about the billionaires.
Billion-dollar corp.
EA, of course, and Activision. You know, they clearly need the money. I don't care if I'm Bill Gates rich. Like, bitch, I paid my 60 or 80 bucks for the game. Let me play it. Let me play the game that I paid my hard-earned money for. Whether you make $5 per year or you make $5 million per year, it's the principle. It's not about the money, dude. It's about the principle and the fact that we need to own these games that we pay for. Everyone should be agreeing with this. It's so easy. It's so simple. It's so non-controversial. Unless you are Mr. Pirate Software.
Corporations? We're lucky enough to just be able to buy their products, don't you see? And they should be allowed the freedom to destroy our products whenever they want for any reason at any time.
Blizzard says they can take away your purchase for no reason. Our problem is those terms are so hostile to consumers and the medium that they should be taken off the table entirely.
It is something so uncontroversial, normal. It's surprising how few people are open critics of this movement. But there is at least one.
Oh shit, now this is actually really dumb. It's used car salesman garbage. This is shit. It's shit.
But like the creator of Stop Killing Games, I don't want this video to just be a drama video, especially when something much more important is at stake.
Yeah, I'm with you, the act, man. Leave it up to me. I'll make this a drama video. Pirate Software is a little bitch. There we go. Just owning the noobs like that, one video at a time. Now, this right here should be a nice reminder to you guys, you guys know where I'm going with this, to pump up those numbers, Ludwig style. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
Even if you are on the side of like game publisher, corporate executive type guy, as seen with The Crew, publishers like Ubisoft are fine with abruptly shutting down their games, eliminating all online functionality, and offering no recourse for people who want to play that game, maybe now, maybe somewhere down the line, and then offering no recourse for the player.
Is this good for the player?
And here's the phrase that really scares corporations, okay? Make sure you don't repeat this anywhere, okay? It's very offensive, all right?
I'll try.
If buying isn't owning, piracy isn't stealing.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. Would I ever promote pirating something? Me? Oscar? Sans? No, I would want everyone to give their money to multi-billion-dollar corporations, the money that you guys work so hard for. It's like, if video game companies are treating us this way, you know, like, all jokes aside, we should give them that same energy back. I don't give a fuck. I'm not saying this is everyone, but you guys clearly do not care about the people. All you guys see are profits and numbers. And I get that you're a company, you're a business, you need to make money. But for you to just be like, all right, we'll take your 60 bucks. Okay, we're gonna shut the game down and you're not gonna get anything back. It's like, what the fuck? If I buy something, I'm not owning it, right? Is that the new meta here? Is that what we're doing here? At that point, you know, once again, I'm not saying you should, and I'm also not saying you shouldn't pirate. But when companies treat you like this, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Use common sense, guys. All right, use common sense.
Here's a list of some popular games that are all at risk of being destroyed at some time in the future. The Stop Killing Games movement sees any of these being destroyed as a problem, and they're exactly the kinds of games that would start being protected if the initiative passed.
There's no way to be against the Stop Killing Games movement in a way that is pro-consumer or pro-gamer. And if it ain't pro-gamer, then I'm a big hater. Stop Killing Games was stuck around 400,000 signatures for months, and it seemed all hope was lost.
Until now.
Who deserves credit for this sudden resurgence? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about Mr. Software. Now, unfortunately, Ross had done just about everything he could think of to push to get those 1 million signatures. And this guy is one hell of a diplomat. Very nice demeanor, passionate about games, doesn't really show any malice, hatred, contempt towards publishers or anyone. In fact, you'd be hard-pressed to find anyone that could actively dislike a guy like Ross, let alone publicly.
Okay, I really don't want to do this next part, but it's become a liability for the campaign for me not to. Our biggest critic by far is YouTuber and streamer Pirate Software. If your only exposure to Stop Killing Games has been this video, then you've been misinformed. This video is by someone who does not understand the campaign, has been trying to stop it, and has been making up what it is about.
Let's get scurvy, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys could tell, but I'm not a big fan of Mr. Pirate Software. This is like my first time hearing about this guy, and from what I've seen and from what I've heard, this guy is just some guy that loves video games and wants to keep them alive for other people. It's not like he's naming his favorite games and doing it for himself. And even if he was, who the fuck cares? You know what I mean? You paid your money, get your money's worth. But he's doing this to help everyone else. And it's like, whether you played one game or you've played a billion games, or maybe you're not a gamer at all, but you watch, I don't know, commentary or Twitch streamers a game, this affects everyone, right? And this guy seems pretty genuine with his intent. I don't see why people would hate on him, and I don't understand why fucking Pirate Software is acting like the little bitch he is. He just wants to be different so bad. It truly is pathetic. Oh, everyone's agreeing with this? Let me disagree. Why? I don't know. I just like to go against the grain, guys. I am simply built different. You are built different. You're built like a fucking retard, but I digress.
Let's get scurvy, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get scurvy. Pirate Software has been the most vocal, outspoken critic of the Stop Killing Games movement. Not only that, he has stated that he is actively seeking to convince people not to sign the initiative.
This is shit. Not only do I not want to back this, I'm going to actively tell people not to. That is awful. That is horrible.
Pirate Software has carefully crafted this persona of being a deep-voiced pro-gamer, pro-hacker, former developer, the everyday Cyberman. But most recently, some cracks have started to emerge. Most notoriously being his epic roach out in a hardcore WoW classic clip.
I've only seen a few clips of Pirate Software, but he just comes across as one giant pretentious douchebag. I don't know what it is about him. I don't know if it's his hair. I don't know if it's his face. I don't know if it's his glasses, but this guy gives me massive douchebaggy, pretentious ass vibes. I just feel weird about him. I don't know what it is. I just don't like him, dude. Like, if you could tell me that this guy cured cancer, and I would still be like, I fucking hate him. I don't care that you cured cancer. You're still a pretentious douchebag.
But then it started to get weirder. You see, Pirate had been up to some other shenanigans, including filing a DMCA takedown on an indie game that he thought used his voice and likeness. It's a fucking meme game called Idle Streaming Bonanza. It's a game that includes many streamers and basically just pokes fun at all of them. The thing of it is, there was no active build of the game with Pirate Software's voice. So when he filed a DMCA, he filed it maliciously and incorrectly. Not the first time we've dealt with someone who did that. Luckily, the act attorney is on vacation. Pirate was completely in the wrong, and I think it says something about a guy whose first reaction to learning his voice has been used in a video game that is essentially just a shitpost is to immediately try and take it down. Like, who does that?
That's can I say a slur? I want to say a slur so bad. You guys know me. I love my slurs. Now, in all seriousness, this is such a stupid ass move. Dude, who cares if they used a fucking clip of you? If that's, it wasn't even confirmed. Who cares if they did it? Dude, it was like, what, a second? 5 seconds? Did that make you any richer or poorer? No, but it's about the principle, Sans. It's like, you shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. It's a shit post. No one cares. Like me, right? Me, Oscar, Sans. If someone had my voice in a video game, or I don't know, in a shit post, if you will, it's just like the Slop Olympics starting Pegasus, Diesel Patches, WestJet, and Sensitive Society, and it's just like a mockery of it, would I DMC claim it and want that taken down? No. If anything, truth be told, I would be honored that someone took the time to make that, or they thought of me in the first place. It's like, I think that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. Go crazy. Of course, it's always appreciated if people ask, but I don't see why you would act like this. Yeah, the Pirate Software guy is not beating the douchebag allegations. It's like, dude, you're such a Don't get banned, Oscar. Don't get banned. Life is good right now. Do not lower yourself to Pirate Software's level and crash out and embarrass yourself in front of the Huz and in front of, you know, billions of people. In all seriousness, this is so pathetic. I had no idea he did that, but he does seem like the type of guy to do it. So I'm both shocked and not shocked at the same time. I don't know if that makes any sense.
We're going to take you to court. You're going to lose. You cannot use somebody's likeness or voice in any way inside of your...
Oh my god, this guy's a fucking nerd. You can't do that. I'm gonna sue you, and I'm gonna touch you at night while you're sleeping, and I'm gonna touch you inappropriately as well if you keep using my 2-second clip voice audio thingy. Yeah, I'm gonna sue you, bitch. Get ready. It's like, Pirate Software is the type of guy that I would have shoved in the fucking locker and broke his glasses a few years ago. This guy is a nerd that got power, and now he's abusing it because he never had it growing up. That's the type of vibes that I get. And if you want to see someone's true character, watch how they act when they get a little bit of power, all right? Look how they treat people, not just their friends, but people around them. I'm talking about the waiter, the valet. I'm talking about everyone. Watch how they treat people. And Pirate Software gives me those vibes. He gives me douchey. I mean, there's a lot of those. I know some. I've heard some stories from people that you might think are wholesome and big chungus who are very shitty, pretentious, douchebag egomaniacs. I could drop names. Maybe one day I'll reveal who I'm talking about here. It's always the people who are always the nicest, guys. The wholesome ones. The ones that protect their audience like kittens because they're like family. It's always those fucking guys. Where was I going with this? I think I'm crashing out. Pirate Software is a nerd with a little bit of power, and look how he's acting. I'm gonna sue you, and I'm gonna sue your mom, and I'm gonna sue your dog. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna touch your dog inappropriately while I'm serving you, bitch. It's like, dude, calm down, little bro.
We're going to take you to court. You're going to lose. You cannot use somebody's likeness or voice in any way inside of your games without their permission. Welcome to the finding out timeline, bud. What am I supposed to do for you?
We're all on the internet. We all get made fun of on here.
As much as you're angry right now, of course I ran. Yeah, no, he was doing it maliciously and using my voice.
Was that him? I mean, it does look pretty accurate. It's like, bro, who cares? This is the internet. The internet makes fun of everyone. The internet has made fun of me. It's not that deep, dude. No one fucking cares, okay? I can't, like, if someone did this to me and they were making fun of me, I would probably, once again, find it flattering and funny. I wouldn't be like, I'm gonna DMC claim you and I'm gonna take you to court, bud. You're a fucking YouTuber, okay? Calm your ego. You're not curing cancer, all right? You're not a scientist. You are a YouTuber and a former Blizzard or Activision employee. I keep forgetting which one he's always talking about, but you are not as important as you think you are. Hopefully that gets a point across.
As much as you're angry right now, of course I ran. Yeah, no, he was doing it maliciously and using my voice. Loaded about it all over Reddit.
And this post has, guess how many upvotes? 27. What the creator of this game had done is just posted a clip on Reddit of what it would be like if Pirate Software was in the game.
And the only reason I'm fighting this is because he's removing my game from Steam when he's not on it. That's the issue I have with it. All the other issues I'm fine with.
Like, Pirate Software didn't even bother to check that he was actually in the game, or, I don't know, respond to this post and say, hey, can we talk? Can you take that out? Like, he just went hard straight to DMCA.
He put it up on Steam and showed that my voice was going to be in it, and that's it.
But ever since that WoW clip, people have been going back and uncovering some things. Now, Ross, in his video, highlights every YouTuber and gaming news outlet that has covered Stop Killing Games, and he determined that Pirate Software's coverage was the most viewed. And it was 2 videos full of lies, just blatant misrepresentation of the movement and its goals, even going so far as to say the complete opposite of what was literally on his screen.
If you try to tell me that every studio needs to run their live service game indefinitely or not want to run one at all, then no one's going to run them.
Oh no! He wheeled out that line about publishers having to support the game forever. He was literally watching the video earlier where it says it won't do that in big letters. That wasn't enough. We just can't stop gamers from going there, even when we spell it out. I admit, guys, this part hurts. To see the biggest voice on this issue get it wrong again and again and again, then put that same wrong information on blast to a far bigger audience than we can reach. It hurts.
And you know what? YouTubers make mistakes. YouTubers are human. I've made mistakes. Well, I've made mistakes. Quite a few. Stuff that I regret. I've got stuff wrong. I've done and said dumb shit in the past that I, apologize for and I obviously take back. But, every fuck up is a lesson. It's not fun. Let me tell you that. It's so fun when people are calling you out. But, you're going to take it in the chin and you're going to learn from it. Now, if I was Mr. Pirate Software and I got stuff wrong, what would I do? I would apologize. I would be like, I'm so sorry, my bad, I fucked up here. 90% of the content creators would do that. They would be like, yeah, my bad, I misheard or I got it wrong, I'll take the L and let me make it up to you, or maybe not even that, just be like, yeah, I fucked up, I'm sorry, you know what I mean? Pirate Software cannot apologize. He cannot do that.
Look, it's one thing to disagree with a movement for whatever reason. It's okay to ask questions and seek clarification to make sure you should throw your support behind this thing, right? Thankfully, Ross has done such a thorough job that any and all questions any reasonable people have, he has answered. Not only has Pirate taken a firm stance against stop killing games, he has said he will actively try to make sure it doesn't succeed. This is generational hating.
Eat my entire ass. This shit sucks. That's a really stupid ass move. That's an incredibly stupid ass move. I think this is ass.
Actual villain type shit. But maybe that's exactly what we needed. We needed a bad guy to help galvanize us out of our fucking gaming chairs to sign something. Now, if you watch Ross's video,
bro is just hating for no reason. So I have the website right here, the petition to stop killing video games. This will be in the description below. I am not from Europe, so I can't vote, but I know a lot of you guys are, and I think every signature counts here. We have until the end of the month, so we still got 28 days whenever this video goes live. This needs about 1 million. It's getting pretty close. I do think we could get the extra signatures. I really don't do this. I'm not normally like, go vote, petition thingy, go do it. But I do think it's important, and you have nothing to lose. It literally will take you less than 30 seconds to fill this out if you're from Europe. I think it's something worth checking. It's gonna be linked in the description below. You don't have to Google it. Everything's gonna be down there. I don't understand how anyone could have an issue with this. It's weird. It's just hating for the sake of hating.
So Pyra has admitted that he has been ignoring this issue and the misinformation he spread for 10 months until he posted one of those "I ain't reading all of that" type tweets. For some reason, he deleted this. Let's read to see if we can find out why. I put out 2 videos disagreeing with your initiative 10 months ago and haven't talked about it since. Now, your initiative has failed, and you're blaming me for 33 minutes of the hour-long video covering it. You have no mana left, accursed farms. What was I supposed to do for you? Your community is out in force, shitting up our streams and socials with hate messages, threats, and worst of all, snide comments.
No! Snide comments and mean comments. Oh, how could anyone survive this, guys? I wonder if there's like a button you can click on your computer or phone to make it go away. I don't know, maybe. I don't know, hopefully one day Tim Apple comes up with that shit, because God knows we need it. Now you want to play the victim. People are being mean to me, guys, because I said stupid shit and I'm not apologizing, and I also DMCA people that I don't like, but I don't understand why I'm getting hate. I'm just this big chungus Reddit Keanu Reeves PewDiePie 69 gamer. I don't know what's going on with me, guys.
Now, some people, myself included, have wondered why he is so steadfast against this. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say definitively that Pirate Software is an industry plant. I'm just saying this is exactly what an industry plant would do and say. Since you're so set on cutting up my responses into pieces to try to make me seem unhinged, I'm going to drop my videos here to show the actual context. There is also a massive pinned FAQ on the first video. Did you know I worked for GameFAQs? What? Dog, I ain't reading that. You're wrong. You can't explain yourself out of.
Ain't no one reading this, little bro. I'm sorry. This looks like a crazy message from like an insane ex-girlfriend. Like the type of message you get like at 2 a.m. just ranting and you're like, yeah, I'm not reading that, little bro. I'm sorry. We do not care. I'm telling you right now, we do not care. You could literally tell me you found the formula to cure cancer, AIDS, and you know, all the sicknesses in the world, and I will be like, I'm not reading that, dude. Make a video. I'm not reading this shit, dude.
You can't explain yourself out of being factually wrong. Just
So Pirate Software did not understand the initiative. Maybe still doesn't. That means the majority of his critique is about things it would not do, like kill all MMOs.
I'm fine talking to people that are level-headed about this and can have a conversation. But to be real, dude, every time you've been involved, your orbiters turn shit toxic instantly and it sets me off. Don't you understand? It's your fault I am upset. How dare you expect me to correct my false information that I spit out 10 months ago?
And he does not wish to discuss this with me or anyone else in the initiative. Why not?
Would you consider reaching out and talking to Ross about it? No. And the reason why is because I found his entire statement over the YouTube incredibly disingenuous.
Yes, this issue which has bothered me since I was a teenager and I've spent 10 years on trying to push back against is me being disingenuous.
Look, this is...
It's like, why not have a talk? Like, Pirate Software is clearly misinformed. He has the wrong idea. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. Why not talk to the guy that actually knows what he's actually talking about? It's just simple, right? If I don't understand something and I put out a bad video and then the guy's offering to talk to me to explain it better, I would do it because, I don't know, I guess it's a decent thing to do. It's like the good thing to do. I don't understand why Pirate Software is such a slur time. I don't understand why Pirate Software is such a little bitch when it comes to this. It's just like, dude, put your ego aside and talk to the guy that actually knows what's actively going on, someone who's actually informed about the situation, and someone that could actually inform you so you could stop looking like a giant idiot. Why not do that? Is your ego really that big? But anyways, that's pretty much the video. This video is already long enough. All I want to say is, you know, sign the petition if you can. I think this is something very important. And to finish this video, I'll say the gamers better rise. Get out the gaming chair, all right? Get off the gaming chair and, you know, do something that could help everyone. Not just you or your friends, but something that could help everyone maintain their purchases. Because then, who knows, are we going to be paying full price for a game that we're only renting? Like, what? It's insane. It's ridiculous. I do not understand people who are against this. I'm pro this. I don't know, is that controversial? Anyways, I think I've said what I wanted to say. Drop a like if you agree, dislike if you disagree, and subscribe to the channel, notifications on, bangers all the time, and shout out to the Act Man for this W video. It'll be linked below, and with that said, I am out. Bye.